Hey everybody, Dave Womack here with the PrepperProject.com. Now today we're going to cover a couple of different things because when you first get into this type of thing, it can be a little daunting. Now, taking advice from my military friends, a lot of them have said that all the times they saw combat, they would come back and they would modify their gear. So I've taken a lot of the advice from them as well as tried to just apply practical use from my own training, my own experience to help determine which is best. Now, if you happen to see my brother's video with the AR-15 Bolt Assist, gotta say that's probably the first priority you should get. Now that's a little device right here that basically allows you to pull that back, lock the bolt to the rear, load a new magazine, and instead of having to hit the ping pong paddle, you just hit it with the button right there. I would start with that absolutely because you can see from his video he shaved 1 entire second off of his emergency reloads. Pretty impressive, and if you're ever in a gunfight, that's life or death. Now, the other thing is the type of pocket you use or choose to use to be able to keep your extra magazines. Now, there's a lot of different things you can put on your vest, and basically today I'm going to cover the 2 types that I prefer. The first one that I bought, I wanted my rounds to be extra secure, so I have the Velcro flaps. So we're going to show you what that looks like and how much faster it is without the Velcro flaps. Needless to say, these are just as secure, but much easier to get to. So without any further ado, we're going to dive in to show you some of the training to show you exactly what that looks like and how much more time you can shave off your own personal speed by using this type of pouch. So keep watching. All right, so as you can see, I've taken the exorbitant amount of time that it takes to switch out my pouches. So now I've got the first ones I started with, which are the Velcro flap tops. Now, the first misconception I had is that these would keep my rounds more secure. As I mentioned before, I don't really think that's the case. I've actually found that the elastic is nicer because you can get, when you anticipate being able to shoot more, you just pull that little piece of elastic out of the way and you could still run, your magazines don't fall out, but if you want that extra security, you put a little piece of elastic on top. So, that being said, I have empty rounds in this one. I've got the snap caps in this one. And these again are blocked from being able to get to them because of the timer. I do have live rounds in this, but I've made sure to be safe. We're actually in a studio where if I shot, nothing's going to happen. So, and as always, whenever you're practicing, keep track of all the rules, keep the firearms pointed in the safe direction. You guys should know by this point how to do this safely. That's obviously utmost important. So, and we'll now show you the time difference between this, and then we'll go back to actually doing it with the other pouches on. So, here we go. And as a reference, this beeps at 2 seconds. So it starts, and then you hear a second beep at 2 seconds. So you can see how much different it actually is when you go having to do this extra step to unload. So, here we go. As you can see, it takes quite a bit longer because, first of all, I fumbled with the flap, but there's an extra movement of doing that, and then you gotta dig back in to get the magazine out. So we'll do a couple more rounds of that so you can get a real nice feel of exactly what it takes. All right, that's the best I could get. So now, let's show you what it looks like with the taco pouches, more or less. So as you can see, without the flaps, it's a heck of a lot faster. So good luck. Check these out. You can purchase them from a lot of different places. We're going to, of course, put our recommended place right here in the links. Thanks. Thanks for watching.